A monster is a distinctive creature. It may be terrifying, deadly, or just a bit bad. Threatening, or plain weird. A monster is whatever gives us a serious case of the creeps, whether it lives only in the human mind or stalks a nearby neighborhood. But what makes a monster a monster? To some of us, an animal may seem monstrous. To others, magnificent. The very features that startle and scare us are also the most fascinating. Like the haunting eyes of the aye-aye. Its human neighbors in Madagascar believe that if an aye-aye points its wizened middle finger at you, a horrible death will soon follow. The world's largest millipede runs slightly longer than the
Hello! Can everybody hear me? Welcome to my home. I cleaned up a little bit before everybody arrived. Sorry it took a little while. Let me get some BGM going. Alright, let me know how the levels are. For some reason OBS won't actually let me monitor the audio here, so it sounds terrible. Okay, turn the music down a little. Alright, how's that? Alright, sounding good? Alright, how's everybody doing today? What the bug doing? I was nervous that I was going to lose my voice, so I have like a ginger ale, water, and sparkling water. So hopefully that's enough to keep my voice going. I bought like the bold flavor of ginger ale. It's like Canada Dry Bold, but it's not very bold. I took a sip and it didn't knock my lights out. I'm still going. I'm a little bit sad about it. But I guess I can deal with normal ginger ale. I prepared a little slideshow for everybody to introduce myself. I hope you're ready for that. Let me pull it up here. All right. Here's my slideshow. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, feel free to take your shoes off. You don't really need them out here. Not that I want you to be barefoot or anything. That'd be weird. I don't. Nope. All right. Hi, what's up? Here I am. Here I am. I'm a bug. I'm a millipede. Some people keep saying I'm a centipede VTuber. I don't know what's up with that. Very obviously a millipede. I put in a little slide to clear that up, so hopefully you'll understand by the end of the presentation. Yes, in this house, feet are out. Okay, so about me. Here I am, a wonderful picture of me. you know, people seem to like to know my height, VTuber heights. I don't really know what to do with that information, but I'm 16 segments long. It varies each molting cycle, but right now 16 segments. Weight, I don't really understand metric units or imperial units, but I've been told I weigh about as much as 3 apples. So, do you need that information for anything? I'm always a little confused when I see this on slides. I also listed out some information about my body. So people want to know how big the boob are, and honestly, I don't think you really need to know how big a boob are on a bug. It's a little concerning that you want to know about bug boob. Sizway, I'm sorry you keep getting banned. I'll try to figure out how Nightbot works eventually. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how Twitch works. Sizway, I'm sorry. Age, 2 weeks, but that's bug years. It's kind of like dog years, but it's for bugs. So, you know, do the math, you can figure it out. And again, important point down at the bottom here, I'm a millipede, not a centipede. As you can see by my body, legs, etc., there's just not really anything about me that screams centipede. Centipedes also don't have parasols. Just so if you see a long bug-like creature with a parasol, keep in mind. The bug year conversion, you can Google it. You can figure it out. So like I was saying, millipedes and centipedes are very different creatures. Millipedes, we have more legs. They're bunched together, usually in like 2s or 4s, and they're a little bit shorter legs. Whereas the horrible centipede you'll see on the right here, the legs are more separated out. They're longer. Centipedes will bite you they have venom. It'll hurt. You don't want that. I won't bite you most of the time. Nightbot will, apparently. I'm sorry about Nightbot. But last important note, I'm a millipede. On the right is a centipede, and neither of us are caterpillars. Caterpillars become butterflies. I'm not going to become a butterfly. I'm sorry. I will molt, but I will remain a millipede. A little bit about my parents. I learned from The Fast and the Furious, starring Vin Diesel, that family is very important. So I thought I would include this slide here, just as a little information about them. My papa is Plan. As far as I know, he doesn't have a Twitch channel, but if you go to my Twitter, which you can find with the socials command, then you can find his Twitter in my bio. You can check out all the insect girls he draws. I think he also streams on YouTube. And my daddy is Ricky. She's in the chat here, I believe. Shout out to Ricky. Let me see if I can use the shout out command. Look at that, it worked. I didn't know how to say what game she was playing, so if you're playing basketball, I'm sorry, Ricky, I couldn't figure it out. Check out Ricky on Twitch if you haven't already. She streams real good. Last stream, I think she was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and it was a normal stream. I really enjoyed the normal stream. Ricky is always very normal. Check her out. And here's where I talk about myself some more, because family's important, but the things I like are also very important. So as you might guess, as a VTuber, I like to play the video game. I play a lot of the video game. I like JRPGs. I've been playing the Trails in the Sky series lately. You should check those out if you haven't played them. It's a lot of fun. Not to be confused with the Tales series, which I also like, but they're very different games that are named very similarly. I play a lot of rhythm games. This Sunday, I think it is, I'll be playing some Sound Voltex, so if you want to check that out, you can see me play a rhythm game. I like them a lot because they're one of the few games where I can use all of my different legs. There are a lot of different buttons, and it feels good to have a controller where I can just go to town with my legs, you know? You can see they're wiggling around here, just ready to go, and I'd really like to get them moving. Yes, they do make controllers for millipedes. Contrary to popular belief, you don't even have to commission them. You can just like show up at a Walmart, and they'll be a little freaked out with all the moving legs and stuff. But if you pay them, they'll make you a controller. I can barely read chat. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Well, it didn't work, so I'll just squint. Yeah, you know, go to the bug counter of Walmart. They have everything there. All of your bug needs. Oh no, I pressed advance on the slideshow. Let's go back. Yeah, I love reading manga. I read a lot of shoujo manga and a lot of yuri manga. Lately I've been reading Kimi ni Todoke, and I just finished Daytime Shooting Star. Those are some fun shoujo manga that will make you tear up a little bit if you have a heart. Yeah, that's true. I can't move on without talking about Conan. It's a very important part of my personality, as you can see by the increased font size here. Interesting bad movies I've seen recently. Over at my brother's house, we watched my bug brother, also a millipede. We watched a movie called Cyborg Cop, which is about a pair of DEA agents who are loose cannons, as they say in the DEA. I think they say that there. And one of them goes on a dangerous mission and gets turned into none other than a cyborg cop. And the other brother is forced to go into whatever country they're in. It seemed like kind of a racist portrayal of an island, and then save his brother, the cyborg cop. But spoilers, at the end of the movie, he does not actually save the cyborg cop. The cyborg cop gets electrocuted, and that's pretty much the end. The guy gets married, but the kid that the cyborg cop was adopting, his cyborg dad is no more. It's very tragic. So yeah, if you want to watch some bad movies sometime, I think Amazon Prime has a lot of very bad movies on it. Like I think, well, they took all the Disney ones off, but we can find something to watch. I think you can do some cool little watch-alongs. And I'll skip over the food because I'm full right now. I just ate some grass. And move straight on to Detective Conan. That's a great show that you should watch in a form that is not watching every episode like I did. There's like 1,000 episodes and all of them kind of suck. Well, not all of them. Like 100 of them at least are pretty good. But there's at least like 300 filler episodes, and they're all very bad. So I don't recommend watching those, but you should check out Detective Conan. I think I did a good job selling you on that. I'm sorry once again about Nightbot. Let me see if I can change the settings on it real quick. I don't know how that works, but let me see if I can just change them now. Alright, hopefully that helps. I disabled a bunch of random things. So either get spammed to hell and back, or you'll be able to post normally now. I'm not really sure which will happen there. Let me find my chat window again now. There we go. Alright, let's catch up on what's happening here. Eating grass is a thing humans actually can do. Yoshi Horse, you should try it sometime. Like the human stomach can go through a lot, and digesting grass is one of them. As Cozy Beef said, you just need to eat some grass sometime. You'll get used to it. Grass eating, if that's against Twitch rules, then I'm gonna get banned day one. I'm sorry to everybody if that happens. I was honestly afraid I was going to get banned for that eyewitness video. I stole that from the public library. Well, I borrowed it from the public library, and I'll give it back at some point. But I don't know the trademark situation of educational VHS tapes. Yeah, look, Serval Juke turned out great. Eating grass on the daily. Alright, let me find my slideshow again. I've closed out of it. Alright, here we are. I wanted to put together a slide saying my plans as a streamer. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing, if that wasn't clear enough already. So my plan right now is to stream sometimes. I don't really know what else to do. I think if I stream enough, I can get that sweet Twitch money. So if I make it there, and y'all want to give me money, I don't know why you would want to give a Bug Girl money, but you can if you want to. So look forward to that. I'll probably figure out some emotes in the future. I don't really know how to upload emotes or how to design emotes, but I'm sure they'll be good and they'll be worth paying real money for. I can guarantee it. If you don't like stream, I'm sorry. That's kind of the only content I have planned right now, but maybe you'll come to love stream. If not, there's always other streamers who don't stream. Do I eat the money? Sometimes, like a whole dollar bill is kind of a lot to eat, so I'll just like nibble a little off the corner, and that way I can still spend it on bug game controllers and bug video games. Bug video games are the same as regular video games, but they're a little bit smaller, so they're easier to put in your console. They cost a lot more, though. It's kind of a unfortunate situation for the bugs. Grass, cash, or grass. That's exactly right. Sometimes I get sick if I eat money, so I've been trying to kick the habit lately, but if y'all start giving me money, maybe I can eat some on stream. More buttons equals more better. That's exactly right. I bought a little Stream Deck thing. and that has a lot of light up buttons on it. Like I can press this button to hide, and just like that I'm gone. Like, where did I go? But then I press it again and there I am. It's like magic. It's got a beautiful little light up button to do that. Have I ever played the arcade game Millipede? I'm aware of it. I think it's kind of offensive because it misrepresents millipedes, and it's also the sequel to a game called Centipede. And really all they did for Millipede was copy the Centipede back over from the original and called it a millipede. So that's why it's so vicious, and attacking the town it's actually a centipede. Don't believe the lies. Any thoughts about Buck Bumble? I think I knew what Buck Bumble was at some point. Is that the video about the rabbit who bounces around? Or is that Big Buck Bunny? They're the same thing, I think. Yeah, we need to print more bug copies of games to make them more popular. You would think that with as many bugs as there are out there would be a bigger market, but a lot of bugs just don't have TVs apparently. I guess they just don't live that lifestyle. I prefer to stay at home and watch my bug TV, but it's the one with the really good speed garage opening. Yeah, you're talking about a Big Buck Bunny, right? Yeah, it's got that really ugly bunny who likes to hop around. I think he's in the new Space Jam movie. Do you just like bad movies, or do you like bad games too? That's a matter of opinion. A lot of people say I don't value my time in the games I play, but we're gonna be playing Croc later today. In just a minute here. A highly underrated gem of a game. As you'll see, beautiful control scheme. I think people don't like Croc for some reason, but they just don't see the appeal. Okay, any questions? Here's my slide where I asked for questions. Oh, welcome back, Sizway. If Nightbot kills you again, it was good to have you here. Any thoughts on Pac-Man 2? Ravi, you ask me this at least 3 times a day. It's getting kind of old. Like, Pac-Man 2 is fine. Like, I think Miss Pac-Man's there and she waves at you or something. I don't... Ricky could tell you more about Pac-Man 2 than I could. Now, Croc 2 is a game I'm not very familiar with, so maybe after we beat Croc, I can check out Croc 2 with y'all. I think the big problem with Croc 2 is they changed the control scheme, and it just doesn't feel the same. Wow, we have a raid? We have a raid from Wani Wasp. Thank you so much. This is my first raid. Thank you. Does Pac-Man have a wife, but is not a wife guy? I would say Pac-Man's probably not a wife guy. Like, he does the same job as his wife, but works at a completely different, like, little maze area. So I think it's probably... Pac-Man is not a wife guy. I don't think he really appreciates what his wife brings into the family. Pac-Man is a male wife. I'd say that's a debatable point. I don't really know what a male wife is. I know boy wives, but male wife I think might be a little different. Alright, if there are no more questions, we can go ahead and check out some Croc Legend of the Gobos. I used to say Gobos, and then people laughed at me for not knowing how to say Croc Legend of the Gobos. So now I say it Croc Legend of the Gobos, but I I still want to say gobos, so if I slip up, I apologize. That saying about how every great man has a great woman standing behind him or whatever, that's Pac-Man and his wife, I think. Pac-Man kind of rolls around, doesn't he? Like, sometimes he has legs, but I don't know if I would consider Pac-Man a stand-up guy. Alright, people want to bring on the Crocs. Let me change OBS scenes here. I think I put this on my stream deck. We should be good to go.